2 hours later.
Oh no, guys, no!
Hey guys, this is Caveman only, and welcome to episode 9, the most action-packed update by far. I've been at Kalphite Queen, Obor, and I'm working towards gearing up for my return to the Slayer grind. There's a lot to get through in this update, so let's get right to it. So as you may have noticed from the intro, my main method of killing KQ is through flinching her with my Obby Maul for both phases. The entire kill takes approximately 30 minutes, and there's actually a timer on the second phase, so if you don't kill it fast enough, it despawns back to the first phase, which is what you saw during the intro. Anyway, I did several attempts back-to-back on stream, and here's some footage from my best attempt.
Shit. Fuck. That might be it, boys. Shit! Damn. Fuck. You're fucking kidding me, right?
So I was able to get her second phase down to about a quarter health left, but ultimately I couldn't get the kill. I tried range with Addy knives on the second phase, and they did absolutely no damage. So I brought the bone crossbow instead, and it was much more accurate, and it also has a spec that reduces the target's defense by the amount that you hit. So although it was much more useful than the knives, it was still ultimately pretty ineffective. It was a blast trying to take Kalphite Queen down, but I've decided to put further attempts on hold until I get more training and supplies under my belt. So now what do? I thought the same thing after my failed KQ attempts, but I have a plan, and that plan is Slayer. You might recall several episodes ago when I hit a roadblock training Slayer. I got an Anku's task, which means I need to unlock the Catacombs, the second one-off trip on my list of 3. That means I have a lot of magic training to do. One of the best ways for me to train magic is by using Crumble Undead on skeletons in Karamza Volcano. It kind of sucks because I can't autocast it yet, but it's some of the best XP per hour I can get at the moment. Alternatively, I can do some curse splashing to use up earth runes and body runes that are otherwise useless to me. I found a nice quiet spot in Dorgesh Khan, donned my 6 splashing setup, and got down to business. And here's 54 magic. This is a very important level for me. Thanks to one of my Twitch subscribers and longtime supporters of the channel, Kiwi Dude, I discovered I can use the minigame teleport to the games room and end up underground. And the bottom floor of the games room has a bar that stocks wizard mind bombs, which boost your magic level by +3 if you're over 50 magic. So what that means is that I ultimately only need 66 magic to reach the catacombs. On top of that, I can now enchant diamond jewelry to make rings of life and phoenix necklaces so that I can finally kill Obor. But before I kill Obor, I still need to run a few errands, so let's get right on that.
Shout out to Kiwi Dude, I love you, bro.
So I'm back in Dorgesh Khan, ready to finally enchant my diamond jewelry from last episode. Here's why the rings of life are so useful to me. Basically, I can use the proc as a kind of teleport to Edgeville, meaning I can bring stackable items with me like coins, runes, etc. This is huge because I could only suicide and bring a maximum of my 4 best items before. So here are the errands I have to run. I need to head to Vanica to buy a mirror shield because that's my best in slot shield for magic since it has no negative offensive bonuses. And I also need to stock up on bags of salt so I can camp at the rock slugs until I get white mystic gloves for a bit of offensive magic bonus. As it turns out, killing rock slugs is fucking terrible. They have nothing good on their drop table except earth runes, which are useless since I have an earth staff. And these gloves are supposed to be a 1 in 512 drop rate, but I haven't had any luck in about 500 kills, so I decided to give up for now and take a break since they're not really integral to my setup. So, let's go kill the resident in-house cave boy. Let's go. So for my first ever Obor kill, I get a Rune Full Helm, which is my best in slot helm until I can either get a Dragon Med or the Obsidian Helm. Some footage is missing for a couple kills, but I didn't get anything important for those kills, so it's fine. So the reason I chose magic as my method for killing Obor is so that I, theoretically at least, use the least amount of food possible. It takes forever to buy ingredients to make wines and pizzas and things like that, so I try to conserve as much as I possibly can. When I snare Obor, that prevents me from taking a lot of damage, and as I do more kills, I get better and better at avoiding his big melee hits through my tanky ham robes. And now for something completely different. I needed a break from Obor and from thieving, so I trained my fletching up a bit. The best way I've found to train fletching is by camping at the crossbow stall in Keldegrim. I got 1 to 9 fletching from arrow shafts that I made in the Varrock sewer, and now I can make unstrung bronze crossbows. The stall here has 5 wooden stocks and 5 bronze limbs per world, so I buy them all, make the crossbows, drop them, and repeat. I managed to get about 6,500 experience per hour with this method, and it was actually pretty chill to do for a few hours. I spent about 400k cash on getting to level 39, which is the level I need to make unstrung iron crossbows, but I don't really care about spending my cash because I don't have anywhere else to use it anyway. After a nice fletching break, I had to get back to thieving. I'm on my way to 78 thieving so I can steal from the higher level chests in Dorgesh Khan because they have potential to loot minor gems, such as Jade, which I can then turn into Rings of Returning so I can teleport to my respawn point in Edgeville without having to suicide or use a Ring of Life. And here we have 70 thieving, which is just under halfway to 78 experience-wise. This particular chest that I'm stealing from is actually my best source of runes at the moment. It has potential to give every type of rune except bloods, souls, and combination runes. And it also gives things like talismans, teleport spheres, and Dorgeshan light bulbs, which will be good fire-making experience later on down the road. Finally! Oh my god. Fuck these things, dude. Oh my god. It took me probably between 1,000 and 1,100 rock slugs in order to get these fucking gloves. Alright, let's get back to Obor, shall we? Might take one more hit. Nope. Nice. Alright. Gonna risk it for the biscuit. Whoa! Root kite shield! Fuck yeah, dude. Yes! Now for a montage of the rest of my Obor kills. Cool. Come on, plate legs. Plate skirt. Fuck yeah. Yes. All right, boys. All right, last one. Then we got to kite him the rest of the way. I guess we'll stay there. Go. Yikes. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. I'm out of... Okay. Whew! That was a close one. Shit. And the rune plate legs! Back to back! What the fuck? Oh, shit. Risked it for the biscuit. Biscuit received, boys. I think that's a pretty sick stopping point for this video, so let's take a look at the bank and the final stats to wrap things up. Items to note since last time. I've got full rune now, so that's pretty sick. I've also got some enchanted diamond jewelry now, which came in use at Obor, and eventually at KQ when I try her next time. The magic tab is looking pretty good as well. I managed to add the goddamn light mystic gloves to the tab, as well as the wizard mind bombs, which are gonna expedite my process of accessing the catacombs. Food supply running a bit low, so I may need to restock some before I get going on Slayer again. The Herblore tab is about the same, as well as the crafting and mining tab. Though I did get 2,500 feathers from a maze random the other day, which is pretty awesome because I'll be using those to fletch some bolts later on down the road. The Talisman and Ensouled head collection is looking quite tasty. I'm just kind of collecting those for fun, really, so they don't really have much use, though the heads do help me keep an approximate count of how many of a certain monster I've killed. The giant key stack is now down to single digits, so I'll be finishing those up in the next video so I can try to get my hands on that elusive hill giant club. And that's about it for the bank, so let's head on over to the stats. Lots of fletching levels this time around, as well as some nice magic, defense, and thieving levels. The focus of my next update is going to be on returning to Slayer. So expect some more progress in magic and thieving as I try to get 66 magic to unlock the catacombs with that Corinne teleport spell. Speaking of that, when it does come time for me to try and find that stupid book in the Arceus library to unlock the Corinne teleport, I'm thinking of turning that into a mini kind of community event. So if you'd like to help me out with that in the coming weeks, keep an eye out for an announcement regarding that. And apart from that, well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. That was my best Chris Archie impersonation, by the way. So, okay, bye.